Welcome back, you gorgeous weirdos. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I'm so glad you're here. How is your day going? Let me know down below. My day is going amazing. You know why? Because I just got this tremendous package from Sassy Mouth dip powder with two, not one, but two brand new collections to celebrate Sassy Mouth's 3rd birthday. Happy birthday, Sassy Mouth. I can't believe it's been that long, and I can't believe we've been working together for 3 years already, although it feels like I've known you my entire life. Anyways, so we have two brand new collections from Sassy Mouth to share with you guys. The first one is called the Mystic Mermaid collection. This collection is blues and purples. Everything is a salad. We've got Serenity Cove, Tidepool Treasure, Mer-mazing, and Lavendar Lagoon. Absolutely gorgeous. And then we have Poolside Paradise Collection. There are 7 shimmers and 1 matte glitter that reminds me of like Dippin' Dots. It's so freaking cute. Wait till you guys see it. I'll leave swatch photos everywhere, somewhere, maybe for you. But I'm going to use 2 colors from this collection. I'm going to use that color right there, the blue, and then I'm also going to use that peachy, like orangey creamsicle color. And we're going to do a little Manny moment. I'm going to do a little bit of stamping, but I'm doing my natural nails. Can you even believe? I can't even believe it. I'm like, do I even know how to do my natural nails? I haven't done a manicure on myself in so long. You're going to see it all shake out today. This color is not part of the collection, but it's a brand new topper that she is going to be releasing, and it is so insanely beautiful. I almost decided to pair it with one of these purples because the flakies in this dip powder are purple. But at the end of the day, I'm like, no, I committed to the manicure that I wanted to do, and that's what we're going to do, and that's what we're doing. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to get myself situated. I'm going to get all my stuff together. I'm going to throw on some peel off base coat because who knows how this is going to go. This is that matte glitter, by the way. Dippin' Dots. You can't tell me it's not Dippin' Dots. Anyways, going to get on some peel off base coat, and then we're going to dip my natural shorties. Oh my gosh. So I went ahead and I let my peel off base coat dry for about 10 minutes or so. It probably didn't even need that long, but I want to make sure it's not tacky at all. It is air dry. You do not need to cure it. I'm going to start with Tropical Tango, this beautiful like orange creamsicle type color. And I'm going to get this on 2 nails. One of the 2, my ring nail, is going to be the accent nail that I'm going to stamp over later. But let's just dive in and see if I still know what the heck I am doing. For those of you who might be new here, if you subscribed during my press-on nail journey, this is what I used to do. I used to do dip powder nails on myself. And I haven't done it in so long because I've been so in love and obsessed with press-on nails and nail art and all that jazz. But sometimes, and I don't know why, but sometimes I'm just in the mood to do something on my natural nails, and I figured what better time than having these beautiful colors in my face to do a natural short nail dip manicure. So that is what we're doing. And surprisingly enough, this didn't go badly at all. I have no complaints. Although you will see when I start doing my second dip, I had a total space cadet moment and I did not dust off excess dip powder from my nail before I went in with my second coat. It was my ring nail on the second coat, and I'm like, oh my God, I just ruined everything. But it didn't ruin anything. Surprisingly, I don't know. The gods were looking down on me at this moment and they said, you're fine. Everything's fine. Everything's going to be fine. So it was fine. And nothing bad happened, oddly enough. Oh, and I'm also told that this is a new formulation of dip powder that Sassy's been working on, and it is so smooth and soft. I mean, you're seeing it all happen in real time. This whole video is real time, I think. So you're seeing it all shake out as it's happening, and I have literally no complaints. Not that I ever would. I love Sassy's products. You all know if you've been here for a minute, I am a huge fan. I rave all the time about Sassy and her products, so I was not expecting anything less than her normal perfection, and it really was. It was so easy to work with. These shimmers are so buttery and soft and gorgeous. If you are in the market for some new summer colors and you love the shimmer, especially the blue, y'all wait until you see the blue. Holy smokes, it's so good. I should have done an entire blue manicure. Don't get me wrong, I like the creamsicle, it's adorable, but the blue is so good, especially in the sunlight, which you're gonna see pictures of later, or if I don't put the sun pictures in here, they'll be on Facebook and Instagram, so you can go check out all the things and stuff. All my handles are linked down below, by the way. If you didn't know, I do have a Facebook group. We have a bunch of weirdos over there just hanging out doing weird nail things. We have pros, we have very, very new people who have never done their nails before. I'm in there all the time. You can always tag me and ask me a question or whatever it is you feel like you want to do, but come on over and hang out. I don't sell anything anywhere ever, so it's just a place to hang out and ask questions, get advice, talk to some like-minded humans, or share nail inspo if that's what you want to do, or take nail inspo. I don't care. I mean, it's your group once you join it. I have nothing to do with anything. I just merely exist there. Anyways, I'm going to finish up this second dip, and then we're going to get into the blue, and holy smokes, it's so good. So now we're going to get into the blue. This one is called Splish Splash, which already brought back so many childhood memories of the water park that I used to go to when I was a kid, called Splish Splash up on Long Island. If you know, you know. If you do know, let me know down below. If you've been there before, if you're a Long Islander, if you've heard about it, let me know down below. But as you may have seen, I did not clear encapsulate, and I just went in with activator. That is because this manicure is going so smoothly. I am not going to need to do any filing. I'm only going to shape around the perimeter of the nail, and then I'm going to do a little buff over top, which I will leave in. I'll leave all the things in for you to check out. If you are a beginner when it comes to dip powder and you want a very detailed step-by-step, let me talk you through how to do a dip manicure at home, I will make sure to leave a video up in the eye for you to click on and check out, and then come back to this one so we can catch up and chit chat. Anyway, if you feel like you need to do a little bit of filing over the colors that you put down on your natural nail or on your extensions or however you're applying this, you can totally go ahead and use clear encapsulate everything. I just chose not to for the reasons aforementioned. But you can, they're your nails. You can do as many dips, as few dips. You can do clear, no clear. You want to put clear under your color, you can totally do that too. I know I've had that conversation before, but in case you need to hear it, we'll have it again. You can put clear underneath your color. Some people call it a build powder. I've heard it mentioned that way. I typically don't. I use peel off base coat because I do nails very frequently because I'm a content creator and that's what I do. If you are doing your nails for longevity and you want to soak off your manicure, then you do not need a clear. The only purpose for clear under your nails that I am aware of at least is if you want to file off the color when you're ready for a new manicure. You can file the color off down to the clear, backfill the clear, and then do a new color on top, which will avoid you having to put your hands in acetone whatsoever. So that is the only circumstance in which I would use clear under my color. Otherwise, I would totally use it on top to protect my color if I needed to do filing and buffing. The other time I will use clear on top is if I'm doing a design like a French or an ombre with dip powder, color blocking with dip powder, or if I'm using some bigger glitters. Like these are shimmers, I'm not going to buff them off. I'm not going to cut them in half with a file, you know? But if you're doing a chunky glitter or even like micro glitters, I would probably recommend you capping in clear just to make sure that surface is nice and smooth when you go to file so you don't cut into any of those glitters. So that's my little rant on clear that nobody asked for. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. I'm going to finish up the second coat of the blue and then we're going to get into a little bit of filing and buffing. So this is pretty much why I do one color at a time and activate as I go. By the time I'm done doing my blue and I clean up a little bit, the orange nails are already hardened and ready to file. So I have this super thin, slim wooden nail file, and I'm just going to take it around the perimeter. I'm going to go around the free edge. I'm going to go around the cuticle line, make sure everything is nice and clean and there's no jagged edges anywhere. And that's all the filing I'm going to do. Literally, no more filing for me. I want to dust off the excess. It's not excess, it's just dust. I'm going to dust off the dust and see how I'm doing, see if I need to file any more or whatever, and then I'm going to proceed to the next nail. Once I am done getting the second nail cleaned up, I'm going to take a buffing block, go over the entire surface of the nail with the buffer, make sure I get the free edge so that's not too sharp, and then those nails are going to be done, and I will move on to the blue ones. Oh, I had a squirrel moment. I have ADHD, in case y'all didn't know. You may have heard me mention peel off base coat a little bit ago. If you are wondering what it's like to pop off the peelies, stick around to the end of the video and I will remove this set with peel base on so you can kind of see what that process looks like. I'm going to let you watch me do the blue nails, and then I'm going to come back. We're going to do a little nail art. We're going to do some stamping in case y'all haven't had enough of that. Am I getting annoying with the stamping content? Just lie to me. Don't say yes. We're going to do some stamping. I'm going to do regular polished top coat over the stamp, and I'll show you how to do dip top coat in case you need a little bit of help with that. Don't worry, I got you. So I finished up all the filing, and here is the stamping plate I'm going to use. This one's from Maniology. It was in MXM, which is a subscription box plate, so it is not available I will try to link something very similar for you though, from Maniology. I'm just gonna pick up this image right here. It's a little bitty cocktail. I thought it was so freaking cute, especially considering the who, the theme of Sassy's third birthday is pool party. So I'm like, I can't go to a pool party and not have like a tropical drink with an umbrella in it. I mean, I can. Do I want to? No. So I'm going to take off the excess image around that cocktail. And now we're going to do reverse stamping. I grabbed a bunch of stamping polishes. These are from Born Pretty. These are neon stamping polishes. I'll make sure to link them down below. I'm going to go ahead and fill in the umbrella with a couple of colors. We're going to fill in the drink itself. I think I'm going for like a hurricane vibe. So it's going to be blue. And then we'll just finish coloring the whole thing in. Reverse stamping, super duper easy if you are into this kind of thing. I'm by nature an artist. I love to paint. I love to do all this stuff. So this is something I find really enjoyable. If this is not your thing, you totally don't have to do it. You can do any kind of nail art you want. You want to use stickers or decals, you can totally do that too. I promise I won't tell or judge. I don't care. They're your nails. You do what you feel most joy from doing on your own natural nails or on extensions or on whatever else you're doing. You know me. Do your thing. I don't care. Anyways, I'm going to get this all, I'm just rambling at this point. If you're here and you're still listening to me, why? Just why? I'm going to finish coloring this all in, and then I'm going to show you how to apply this to the nail. We're going to top coat everything and you'll see the finished look. So while that is drying, I'm going to go ahead and put down some sticky base coat. I find this to be an imperative step if you're doing reverse stamping. Otherwise, I don't even know words anymore. Otherwise, your reverse stamping may not stick to your nail. The sticky base coat provides that tacky surface to grip onto your stamp, and I have never had an issue. It applies perfectly every single time. I'm going to let this dry for a minute or two. You don't want it completely dry, just tacky enough to hold onto the stamp. Once it's tacky, I'm going to line it up exactly where I want it, place it right down on the nail, and now that nail is complete. Once I have the stamp on, I'm going to go right in with a smudge-free top coat, also from Maniology. This, I think, is also an imperative step. It is a water-based top coat, so it will not smudge or smear your polish. So these are steps I will not skip. I would highly advise you not skip them either. If you're like YOLO and you want to do what you want, more power to you, Godspeed. But this is what I do for my own nails, whether they're my natural nails or extensions. I use the same products, I do the same steps. Once that is on, I'm going to let it dry. It doesn't need very long to dry before I can go in with my second top coat. Yes, I'm going to do a second top coat. I'm actually going to do a matte top coat over that just because there's nail art there, and you know how I feel about matte top coat and nail art. It's just like a match made in heaven. But while that's drying, let's go ahead and top coat the rest of the nails using dip top coat. The first step to dip top coat is activator. Activator is what dries or cures or hardens, whatever you want to call it, your dip base and your dip top. So in order for your dip top to dry quickly and glossy, you need a layer of activator. I'm going to let that sit just for a little bit. I don't even let it sit for a minute if I'm being 100% honest. I let it sit for maybe 15-20 seconds. And then I'm going to take a dry lint-free wipe and I'm going to rub off any excess activator that may have been left on the nail. This will help prevent contamination of your dip liquids. So I'm going to take off any excess activator. It is dry. There is no alcohol. There is no acetone. There is no water, just a dry lint-free wipe, and get rid of any excess. That's it. Once I have all the excess off the nail surface, I can start going in with my dip top coat. Now, the liquids that I'm using right now are from Azure. It's a 2-in-1 base and top, and I have been using them forever. I've never had an issue. You can use your base and top interchangeably. This is proof right here. So I know instructions can be a little bit different, but this is what I do for every dip top coat, and it really hasn't failed me. I'm going to do 2 to 3 quick strokes down the nail, wiping off the brush before I put it back in the bottle. That's literally what I'm going to do for each and every nail. Again, this is going to help you prevent contamination from that activator into your dip top coat, because if you're not careful, you can really harden up those brushes and make them unusable. You can even contaminate the entire bottle of liquid, and no one wants to buy more product, right? So I take precautions to make sure that I don't ruin my dip products. Once I have the last nail done, you're going to see in a second it's going to start looking a little bit dull, a little bit almost wrinkly, and that is when I know it's time to go in for coat number 2. Coat number 2 is going to be pretty much the same as coat number 1. You can take a little more time, do an extra stroke or 2. That's what she said. He said, they said, you know. But it's still an air dried product, so you don't want to take too much time. I'm pretty much doing the same thing I did on the first pass, 2 or 3 quick strokes across the nail, wipe the brush off, and back in the bottle, move on to the next nail. If you are doing this for longevity, if you're trying to get your dip manicure to last, you're going to want to cap off your free edge by running the brush just across the edge of your nail. I am skipping that step because I used peel off base coat and I wanted to pop these off pretty quick. So I did not do that. But again, if you want to do that, you absolutely can. That'll help keep your nails intact for longer. I'm going to let this go ahead and sit and dry for a good while. The dip top coat takes maybe 2 minutes or so. And while that's drying, we're going to go in with our next top coat on that stamped nail. We're going to let everything dry. You'll get to see the whole finished look. And then we're popping off the peelies. So as you saw, I actually went in with another glossy top coat. I was gonna do all glossy, but then I'm like, no, it needs the matte moment. So I'm busting out the matte top coat again. Sally Hansen Miracle Gel. This stuff is amazing. Watch how quick it dries. This is all gonna be in real time. So you're gonna see just how quick this dries and turns matte. It is literally mind-blowing. And I'm not, again, this is real time. I'm not cutting anything. I'm not editing anything in this video. So I'm gonna sit here and let it just dry for a minute. I know watching paint dry is never fun, but I'm here with you and I'm blowing on my nails. You can see from my head in the frame, but look how quick that turns matte. It's literally insane. I blew on it just a couple of times and it's already mattified and it looks perfect. These are now good to go. They are dry and glossy and gorgeous. This is the finished look. I can't believe how coordinated it looks, like that blue and that cocktail just, it goes so perfectly. This is the most adorable set ever. Perfect for the pool party. But alas, it is time to pop the peelies. So let's do that together. I'm just going to take an orange wood stick, very gently find a spot that I can kind of wedge it in between the product and my nail. And then they usually just fly off. They don't all fly off perfectly. Sometimes they come off in pieces. But for the most part, they come off super duper easily with zero nail damage. That is a caveat for peel off base coat though. They do come off really, really easily with peel off base coat, but they do not last long. For me, peel off base coat will last maybe a day, but it all depends on your nail chemistry, the climate that you're in. Everyone reacts differently to products. So you may get a longer lasting manicure with peel off base coat. You may not. You may have a nail pop off while you're filing. I know that because I've been there. It's happened to me too. This peely is elusive now. It is somewhere in my house. I have no idea where it is. It literally flies off and goes missing, totally vanished, never to be seen again. But that's how you pop the peelies. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Thank you for spending some of your day with me today. I hope the rest of your day is as beautiful as you are, and I'll catch you on the next one. Love you, bye.